Bonjour, my name is Nicolas, I'm French and I live in Paris. For the past 4 years, Netflix has been blessing us with a show that many French people, including myself, love to hate. The 4th season was supposed to air last Christmas, but due to a writer's strike in Hollywood, the show's been delayed for 6 months. A writer's strike, huh? I guess you could say that the French culture has finally been rubbing off on Emily. It's finally airing this summer, and because so many videos have already been made about how far from reality the show is, I thought it was about time that someone presented you with an accurate reboot of the show. So please behold my very own version, Emily versus Paris. Now, because I don't have the budget to reboot the whole show, I've decided to focus on 2 scenes that triggered me in the very first episode. The first scene is when Emily moves in her apartment and the real estate agent, Gilles, welcomes her saying, "Et voilà, your magnificent chambre de bonne." Of course, Emily doesn't know what a chambre de bonne is, so Gilles proceeds to explain. The top 2 floors were typically reserved for the servants. The place is small, but the view... Now let me tell you this, Gilles is a dirty little liar, because he knows that this is not what we call a chambre de bonne nowadays. Nowadays, a chambre de bonne is actually the size of a student's apartment. It's around 10 square meters or 100 square feet. So you must understand that a chambre de bonne is smaller than a parking spot. If you're lucky, you have your own toilet, but in most cases, you have to share one with the other chambre de bonne on your floor. Now, would you say that Emily's apartment is the size of a parking spot? Later on the show, Mindy even moves in with her. I mean, both the wardrobe wouldn't even fit in a chambre de bonne. Now, let's talk about this. But the view? If you're lucky, you might get a beautiful view of Paris like Emily, because most of the chambres de bonne are on the last floor. You might even get to see les toits de Paris, literally the roof of Paris. But it's not always the case. And for example, I lived 4 years in a chambre de bonne in Paris when I was younger, and I couldn't even see the sky through my window. Also, it's really funny that when she opens the window, you start hearing accordion, little birds chirping, and quiet street noises. Because lately, due to the preparations of the Summer Olympics, Paris has become more of a huge construction site. You would have more chances of hearing a jackhammer rather than an accordion. Finally, the rent for a chambre de bonne is between 500 and 800 euros per month. Looking at Emily's apartment, I can assure you that the rent for her place in that location is at least 2,500 euros per month. So yeah, if Emily had moved in a real chambre de bonne in Paris, it would have looked a little bit more like this. Et voilà, votre magnificent chambre de bonne.
Chambre de what now?
Chambre de... it means the room for the housekeeper. The top 2 floors were typically reserved for the servants. The place is small, but the view...
Oh my god, I feel like Michael Scofield in Prison Break.
You've got all of Paris at your feet, and you can even see la Tour Eiffel.
What? Where?
Over there! Ça va? It's good?
Oui, oui. Très good. Très wonderful.
Great. Okay, now that I've settled my beef with Gilles, let's move on to the next scene of my reboot, when Emily meets Gabriel for the first time. You know, I'm making this video for fun, but my actual job is actually selling food to restaurants in Paris. I'm a wholesaler. I've been doing that for 15 years, and I've met probably more than 1,000 chefs in Paris. I can promise you that if you come to Paris, you will have more chances of meeting ratatouille than meeting a chef who speaks English like Gabriel. Also, his personality is so plain and dull that he's actually miles away from a real chef's personality. So, with all that being said, here is what her first encounter with a French chef would have looked like.
This can be happening. Come on. Oh, Hi. I'm sorry, I thought it was my apartment.
Quoi? Je comprends rien. Vous parlez pas français?
Right. Bonjour.
Alors déjà, on dit bonsoir vu l'heure qu'il est, et qu'est-ce que vous foutez avec ma porte?
I'm Emily Cooper, your new neighbor.
Ah, the new neighbor? Vous parlez pas français. What do you do with my door?
I'm sorry, I just thought it was my apartment.
Ah, you live dans la chambre de bonne upstairs?
Yes, right.
Ok, you live on the last floor. C'est pas très compliqué. You take the stairs, and there's no stairs. Et this is your home.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Good night. Ils sont cons, ces touristes.
Okay, I may not have picked the nicest chef or French guy in Paris, but he's still more convincing than Gabriel. And that's it for my reboot, guys. If you like the video, please like and share, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of my content. This is a place where I will show you my Paris, we will talk about the French culture, and I will try to give you a Parisian experience through the eyes of a Parisian. À bientôt!